Man, I really love this chart. It's just such a great way of showing the history of 501s in all the little details so you can see all those little changes in one glance. But if we scan all the way over to the left to look at this oldest pair, they're orange. Why are they orange? Did it rust? What's happening? Let's find out in this next episode of Dan and Duck. Woo woo!
It's the Duck episode!
Hi, I'm Den, and welcome to Den and Denim, the channel where we explore Levi's vintage clothing, history, and culture. Today, we're going to focus our interest away from the denim material and to the other original material that was used to create that 1873 pair of Levi's, duck cotton. The oldest riveted Levi's pants we know are made of this material called duck cotton material. And you might have been thinking, oh, I thought the first pair of Levi's were made out of hemp. Well, that was kind of started by the Jack Herer book, and he quotes a lot of good sources but kind of skips over it for this one. Was there at least one California gold miner in the 19th century that wore pants made out of hemp? Sure, why not? Duck is its own cotton material, and the fill and wrap yarns are wrapped over like a grid, very equal. That keeps water out, that keeps it from snagging and ripping even more, but it also prevents it from becoming softer over time, from distressing, from having a more unique look. It keeps it more uniform, which makes it really good for miners who are always getting pieces wet and who are getting dirty with muddy water. And this color makes it look like it's already dirty, it blends well. So, in Levi's history, 1871, Jacob Davis makes this first pair of riveted pants. 1872, he writes a letter to Levi Strauss. Yet, some scholars say this is an alleged letter. We don't have the actual letter. We have discussions about it, that he details the fact that he's making this, and he asks Levi Strauss to go into business with him because he personally can't make as many pairs. Now, whether this letter does exist, we have no real proof. However, Ben Davis Clothing Company, which was founded by the son and grandson of Jacob Davis, says that they have a copy of the letter and has posted it on their site. Ben Davis is great for other type of work pants, slacks. You might wear it to golfing. Can't wear jeans to golf in, I guess, but nice union made. And they still have the suspender buttons. So if you want to get those clip-on suspender buttons, they're like $3, and they'll ship to most places in Europe and America. Miss Levi Strauss and Company. Gents, enclosed please find check for $350, for which please give me credit balance, my account, and write me how much there is left to my credit. Deduct $4 for the plush and thread, which I have sent back. The reason I send you so much money is because I have no use for it here, and you may allow me interest as well as the bank. I also send you by express 2-piece overall, as you will see, one blue and one made of the 10-ounce duck, which I have bought a great many pieces of you, and have made it up to the pants, such as the sample. The secret of them pants is the rivets that I put in those pockets, and I found the demand so large that I cannot make them fast enough. I charge for the duck $3 and the blue $2.50 a pair. My neighbors are getting jealous of these successes, and unless I secure it by patent papers, it will soon become to be a general thing. Everybody will make them up, and there will be no money in it. Therefore, gentlemen, I wish to make you a proposition that you should take out the latter's patent in my name, as I am the inventor of it. The expense of it will be about $68, all compliment, and for these $68 I will give you half the right to sell all such clothing riveted according to the patent. For all the Pacific states and territories, the balance of the United States and of the Pacific coast I reserve for myself. The investment for you is but a trifle compared with the improvement in all coarse clothing. I use it in all blanket clothing, such as coats, vests, and pants. You will find it a very salable article at a much advanced rate. Should you decline to spend the amount required for the patent papers, please write to me and I will take them out at my own expense. Under all circumstances, please don't show the pants to anybody. I have already obtained through Dewey & Company of the Scientific Press 2 patents, and one was rejected. But I am so situated with a large family that I cannot do anything with it at present. Therefore, as I have said, if you wish to take out the papers, please go to Dewey & Company of the Scientific Press and have the papers made out in my name for 17 years. They will send them up to me for signature. Please answer these as soon as possible. These look like a trifle hardy worth speaking of, but nevertheless, I knew you can make up pants the way I do. You can sell duck pants such as the sample at $30 a dozen, and they will readily retail for $3 a pair. Excuse these long latter, as I could not describe particulars in a short space. I have nothing more at present. I remain truly yours, J.W. Davis. So what's up with the color? Alright, we know it's not rusted. That doesn't make any sense. Like, it was originally dyed like this. And what dyes did they use to get this result? I mean, this isn't the first time someone's tried to pass off orange as brown. Historically, in the letter, we read that Jacob Davis was making white duck that he bought from Levi Strauss. Here's a piece of white duck from the 19th century after being cleaned up. Blue denim, we know, is dyed by indigo, or was, and then it became a synthetic in the 20th century. But what did they use to dye the duck cotton this particular color of orange? Now, most of them aren't listed as orange at all. They're listed as brown or tan. And the way that they would have achieved in 19th century to get brown or tan is coffee. So you roast your coffee, you grind it, you brew it, and then you dye your clothes in it. An hour should get you tan, and a couple more hours should get you a dark, rich brown. We do know that in coffee in the 19th century, they would add chicory to. But let's just say that it went all chicory. You still don't get, with a roasted chicory, you get more of a yellow. I mean, you still get more of this brown. It's only getting this yellow, and once you add the addition of turmeric. So just using straight turmeric, or even turmeric with onion skins, gets you this kind of orange duck color that we're looking at. I have to say, I really love the way that the orange result does resemble kangaroo skin. especially on this pair of 1915s as pocket covers. But even like, I like to wear my blue jeans, and then what kind of shirt coat combination will accentuate that in a bold way. It's not light, it's not equally dark. It just works wonders, I think, the combination of those two together.
I kind of like the color. I like the color scheme as it blends with denim. Here it is again, some rigid denim. I think it's two strong colors that can work together. Against these more soft, faded denim, more distressed and faded, I love it. I think it works the best with these two. They're both in the same range. Even as denim fades, the duck cotton is kind of this anchor to keep it locked, matching to this California color scheme. Ocean, hills, gold in them their hills, and fading blues of the waves of time.
How does it feel as far as clothing you want to wear?
Rough, or is it cottony?
Actually, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, let's talk about the feel. The feel is really rough.
You have the rough stuff.
It's like wearing a pair of rigid denim, but even thicker, and it doesn't wear soft. Even with the fabric softener, you're not really going to do much. It's just going to give it wear, and it'll still maintain that rigidness though, which if you like, then that's a great feeling. It is strong. It keeps you warm if you wear it in layers, or if you wore a coat, it would be a brilliant idea because it's also waterproof. Having this on the inside of a lining for a leather jacket would be rough, but if you have a sweater on underneath, you'll be fine. It starts to get a little drizzly. Just flip it around and you have the duck on the outside.
So I've counted 13 duck-related items overall, and I think we really need to start with the 1873 pants. These are supposed to be the first riveted item and the first 1873 pair of pants that really jumps out. Now, of course, the 1873 also had denim. The 1873 duck pants come in these two colors, this light brown and a darker brown. The buttons were sewn on back at this point. Then there's the 1901 duck pants, also known as Lot 582, which gets confusing because then there's also a 582 jean, which is tapered. 582 duck pants have the more modern buttons and these weird neon pockets. For upperwear, there's the duck coat, which is known as the hunter's coat. Looks very similar to the chore or the sack coat, yet it has these leather straps to tie things into the pockets and keep them secure. Now, LBC line did make a triple pleated blouse in duck. This is not a historical item. It didn't exist 100 years ago. They just took the denim 1880s pleated blouse, which is the grandfather of the type 1, 2, 3 truckers, and then made it in duck. Really cool look. The weight of the material is so strong that it holds itself up. Back to historical items, we have the duck vest. This is a sleeveless garment that actually makes sense. It gives you a nice little bit of warmth and adds that color combination that I really like. No cinch in the back. Historically, there is this white cotton hunter's vest which has 50 rivets. There's so many so that you can put your ammunition into each little slot. It did have a cinch, And this white color is what Jacob Davis originally worked with when making his 1872 pants. Then we get to shirts. Now there's only one confirmed duck shirt in the Levi's collection, and that is the miner's shirt, which I'm wearing here. It's a rough shirt to wear, but has that wonderful color that's just nice to add to it.
Yeah, I'm wearing the miner's pull over shirt. So the buttons only go halfway down. You pull the shirt over instead of buttoning all the buttons. And I really wanted an upper wear. I regret it just slightly because it's so rough. It's hard to wear in most situations, but still, if I want that rough item, I'm ready for it. Kind of fits perfect, and it took me about a year of searching online to finally find it. Just periodic searching every couple weeks. Finally popped up at an affordable price.
Now there may or may not be a duck shield miner's shirt. This has this flap opening at the top. That's pretty cool. I know it comes in non-duck. However, I'm not certain it might be in duck. And of course, no LBC item is complete unless there's a matching bag for it. And the duck has it. Bags made out of duck would be very strong, mostly water resistant. There's the big duck bag, which they only made 30 of them. Very limited edition item, perhaps the smallest number of any item. And then there's the box, possibly a few more in existence, more like a tote bag than a big Buffy purse. Fans of the channel already know about the duck apron. The Levi's Vintage Clothing Instagram page was giving out free ones a few years ago. It doesn't have the old patch on it. It seems to have a 2-horse, more post-1890 patch, just like the 1901 Distressed. Duck apron is an item that does make sense. And for the final item, let's return back to pants with these 1915 limited edition 501s that have duck cotton pocket covers. Pretty cool. Gets that nice little feature going with it. And why didn't they ever make duck underwear?
It's gonna knock the hell out of my hemorrhoids.
Overall, what do I think of duck material and its role in Levi's collecting? I think it makes sense for the bags, the aprons, the outerwear that doesn't touch your skin. But it's also a nice rough feel of wearing history. It's a material we don't see. I used to think that Dockers were kind of descended from it in a way, but no, that's khaki. That's a completely different ship. This is duck, and I think the items are really just there for those hardcore collectors. I mean, only 30 bags, that's going to be a hard item to find. The pants being the oldest ones, I think they should keep remaking those pants. I don't know why they haven't done them in the white duck yet that Jacob Davis would have done, especially making his unique 1872 pairs pre-Levi's. But the few pairs we do see, they're collectibles. Would you really wear them? No, they're too expensive. You can find some other duck pants. And people do wear duck, but mostly just on construction sites because it is so rough. I don't really feel like wearing it at home. I'm going to go out, do some adventuring, maybe so.
You know, you got some pros, you got some cons. It's basically all up to you. Not a bad item, you know, those nice historic feels. But
I'm Den from Den and Denim. Thanks for watching. Keep up with the good news by subscribing. I love seeing this channel grow. Catch you in the next video, guys.